Good morning, friends. So, I wanted to check in. I have been missing in action for a couple weeks and I feel really bad. And so I want to give you all an apology because I have been scheduling my posts, but I haven't really been showing up in here. I've been in survival mode with Marshall leaving and then Connor being sick and then me being sick. But I wanted to talk to you about the month of December and how important and vital it is that you stay plugged into your own journey. And I have had to kind of take like a necessary pause as obviously I've been really sick. And that's really frustrating for me because I treat my fitness journey as like it's my mental health journey, really. You know, like I show up to my workouts. It's not something that's like an option. It's something that I just do every single day as part of my oxygen mask. But I know a lot of you aren't there yet. It took me a long time to get to that place, to create those habits, to make it a non-negotiable. So I'm asking you this weekend to take some time and kind of like audit your journey. I know this is a crazy month. I know that you feel the pressure and there's so many things to do, and it's really easy in this season of change and celebration to like let your own personal journey slide and to decide that you're going to recommit in January. But I want you to remember that you get to show up to your life, that this is a privilege, this isn't a punishment. And if you're looking at it as a punishment, that you need to get this workout in, you need to commit to this program because you have to change your body, you're going about it the wrong way. I want you instead to take some time to reflect on that this weekend, that like you get to show up to your journey, you get to make deposits in your own journey, and to give yourself grace that it doesn't have to be this like hardcore, you have to get every single day in sort of thing. But instead, it's something where you get to pour back into yourself. And so coming up with the excuse, I think it's the most common excuse I get, and I used to have, is that I just don't have time. Like, I don't think I can commit to a program. I don't have time. I have, A, B, C, D, all 500 things happening. And I get that. We all have a million things happening. But what I want you to ask yourself, what I want you to think about is, it's not an issue of time. It's not, because Beachbody On Demand, there's a gazillion workouts. You could do something on YouTube for 10 minutes. Like, you showing up to your journey every single day doesn't have to be hours of time invested. And if you're using time as your, I don't have time to do that, I don't have the space to commit to a program. And when I say space, I don't mean physical space. I mean like your emotional space. Like, I can't commit to that right now. That's a cop-out. And you're allowing the world and all of its demands and your family and all of those things to get in the way of your own journey. And I know because I used to do that. So that's why I wanted to kind of truth talk with you for a couple minutes. Hey, Jamie, and just ask you to be really transparent with yourself and really honest with yourself. And if you're doing a program right now that you're hating, like I know a couple of you are in the tail end or halfway through Morning Meltdown 100 and it's not your soulmate, I'm giving you permission. Not that you need my permission because I'm not your mom or your wife or anyone. But I'm giving you permission as your coach to like step back from something that's not serving you and instead show up in a way that's going to help you feel really inspired and proud of yourself, because this is a month where we all have so many have-tos and it can be really overwhelming and hard to like weed through them. Like, what is something I actually have to do, a responsibility I need to show up for, versus something I just feel a compulsion to because everyone else is doing it and Pinterest says I should. And that can be really hard to navigate. So I don't want your fitness journey to become one more thing you have to do, but I'm also calling you out on your bullshit that you don't have time, because you do have time. So 5 minutes, 10 minutes, even like a 10-minute yoga practice is going to serve you. This is something we do as a way to repay ourselves, as a way to make deposits in our own personal journey and to create that habit, because so many of you come January 1st, you're going to be like, all right, I'm all in. Like, I'm not going to play small anymore. I'm going to get my transformation. And I love that. I want you to feel that inspired, motivational thing. But I also want you to know that it's not just a magical thing that happens on the calendar, that you get to that place by creating the space every single day in your emotional and mental journey to make it happen, to show up to it. All right? So if you need to readjust your program for the rest of this month, that's totally cool. If you need to step away from whatever you're doing and like try 3-week yoga retreat or even do yoga with Adriene, Bar is coming out soon. Bar will actually be out next month, but whatever that looks like for you, it doesn't have to be one size fits all. But I don't want you to say, you know what, I don't have the time or the space, so I'll just let it slide. Because when you're showing up to your own journey, it's not about the number on the scale. It's not about the size of your clothes. It's about how you feel like that sense of pride and ownership that you're getting momentum on your journey, that you're showing up and you're making the deposits and you're taking the action to move yourself farther down the road, which is what this group is all about. Progress over perfection, better every single day. So don't make the excuses that, I'm too busy, I have all these things happening and coming up and I can't commit to a program. That's bullshit. You're not committing to a program, you're committing to your own journey. I want you to reframe it. I want you to reassess how you think about it. Like, it's not you owe the program something. You don't owe anyone anything. You owe yourself 150% because you are the only one living this life. And I've been so frustrated with my own journey because I've wanted to work out, but I've been so freaking sick. I know it's my body's way of being slow down. It's okay. So I'm honoring that, as uncomfortable as it is. And today I really want to work out. I can't do what I need to do, and that's okay. I'm going to honor my journey, but I'm still going to show up to it. I'm going to move a little bit. I'm going to stretch a little bit. I'm going to do some meditation because all those things create my investment in myself today. So invest in yourself today. If you need some help figuring out your next program, if you need to hit pause on something, do that. You don't need a permission slip, but this is your journey, and you're not just, you're not a victim. You're not just standing around waiting for something to happen. Take ownership. Do not wait for January 1st to commit to your journey, because every day that you show up, every day that you move your body, every day you drink your water, every day you plug in and you choose to be inspired and get momentum on your journey, those are really positive investments in your own journey. And I know so many of us think that, fitness is just about the way you look and the size of your clothes and all that. And that's how I was in the beginning, but it really is you showing up to your journey and working on becoming the best version of yourself every single day. So progress over perfection, better every single day. I want to know how you're going to show up to the rest of this month. I am going to get my stuff together. I'm going to get some things scheduled, and then we're not doing a group workout today because I can't work out unless you want to see me cough up a lung, and that's not pretty. So it's okay. Show up today. Share and hear what that looks like for you. If that means you go for a walk, or you go for a swim if you're in Arizona, or you play tag with your kids or whatever. All those things are movement. All those things count. All those things are deposits in your own personal journey, and they're all worth celebrating. It doesn't have to be 45 minutes on a mat. It doesn't have to be you in a gym. It doesn't have to be any of that. It's you putting on your own oxygen mask and taking care of yourself and making that investment in your own journey. What did I want to say? Next week, we're going to do Spirit Week. So I can't remember if I had that scheduled for this week, but clearly nothing happened. So we're going to do it next week. So stay tuned for those posts. And I look forward to seeing how you're all rocking your journey and feeling really good and giving yourself grace in the middle of the season. A lot of parties, a lot of cookie exchanges. I don't want you to show up to your workout because you have to work off what you just ate. It's all about balance. You having a couple cookies and a latte or going out and drinking or whatever, it doesn't mean that you've just shot your goals. It doesn't mean you have to start over. It just means that you're a human and you're living your best life, and that's what it's all about. So progress over perfection. Drink your water today, move your body, and reassess where you're at and where you want to go. Don't wait for January 1st. Start today.